What's up everyone, it's Sam from 64 Wheels back in more diecast, and we have an extra awesome video coming at you today. Not only are we going to be unboxing these new 2025 silhouette wave of Hot Wheels car culture cars, the whole wave is stacked. Awesome releases. We're also going to be unboxing the first silhouette wave from 2018, all 5 cars, including the very desirable RWB Porsche 930 in black. The first car culture release of this car has really blown up since this wave was released. So I bought these new in 2018. I think they were like $5 a piece, if that. Then if you weren't collecting in 2018, this car was not desirable then. It sat on pegs. No one really sought it out like they are now. And what's crazy is this, I think, is approaching the $100 mark, which is just crazy to me, but it does look very good. And the new one is very, very hard to find. So I found all 4 of the other cars at Target or Walmart or whatever weren't really hard to find. I'm sure the Skyline is hard to find, but I was able to get them all. I had to pay roughly $30 for this one on eBay to complete the set because I was like, I'm never going to find that in stores, and I haven't. So that's why I picked this one off eBay. But what's crazy to me is that I can buy, 3 or 4 of these for one of the black ones. So this has just become hugely popular, and the first releases are often the best ones. And I would say this is a perfect example of this. The black over gold, very iconic. It looks great. I think this is the one people prefer, but let me know in the comments, even before we start unboxing, which one of these do you prefer? Do you like the first version in black, or do you like the second version in white? I think they both look great. I lean towards the black one, but it also, if your budget doesn't have room for the black one, the white is perfectly fine as well. So let's go ahead and we'll open this wave first, the one with the black one, the first one, kind of look at the cars and then bust them open, and then we'll all kind of line them up at the end after we open the second one and look at them. But this is great. This is going to be fun. I'm pumped about this. So we'll go ahead and open these in order, or at least look at them in order. So 5 cars, no chase in this one. There is a chase. They introduced chases into the premium line since this line has been released. The chase for this one is the McLaren, the Liberty Walk McLaren 720S in black. I did not find that one. Obviously, I am trying to collect the black chases, but I don't have that one yet. So here is the first 1 out of 5 here. The first silhouette from 2018, the 1976 Chevy Monza. Very wild looking car. Again, has that silhouette, those like crazy accentuated body features on it. Really cool casting. I like the color on this one. I do think it has a very vintage throwback like livery on it, so that one will be fun to open. What is number 2? Let's see on the back. So there they all are right there. I think the Greenwood Corvette is the second one, and it is. So the very popular 76 Greenwood Corvette, that hugely wide-bodied Corvette with the 76, the very light blue paint job. I believe this was a livery after a real car, but if it is or isn't, I will put it what closely resembles it in real life over the screen there. But this is an awesome one. I'm still after the red, white, and blue from, I think, the vintage racing line, but this is a great casting in premium especially. So next up, we have the 1978 Porsche 93578 in a blue and white PPG paint job. It will also be interesting to compare the tampos from 2018 to the current ones to see if they've gone up in quality, down in quality. Are they the same? But so far, they actually look pretty decent, and these appear to be the printer style graphics. But even that 76 looks to be a little better than we get now. So we'll have to do that comparison as well. Number 4, the ever popular Porsche 930. We've gone over this a bunch. This one will be fun to open. Great card art as well. And then lastly, the kind of hotly debated Nissan Skyline silhouette. So I believe when this came out, this was kind of like, people didn't like it as much. I think it's like one of the, I don't want to say less liked castings now of Skylines, but this new one, like the R34, Liberty Walks, like super silhouette, kind of like that mimics the old car, is so much more popular, and the R34 is just more popular car in general. But I like this casting. I think it looks good in red. Could they have done it better? I don't know. Let's bust it open and find out. But the card art, again, great card art on all of these. So we'll go over the second one and then bust those open as well. So let's go ahead and bust the first one open, the Chevy Monza. So if there is a real car associated with these, I will try to put them over the screen here, or at least like when I open them in the beginning. But this thing looks pretty wild. It has a, like, what is that? Not Spectra frame, but like a bass boat style brown paint job. I mean, it looks really cool. So these are pad printed tampos, as you can see here. They do have that classic style to them. They don't have the printer style graphics, which you can kind of tell they're a little bit sloppy, a little bit choppy, but on the like older cars, I think it matches a little bit. So it's got the little Monza graphics there, the really nice lines. I like that it says Monza, then either has the driver or the designer possibly. This is 2018, so different people probably work for Hot Wheels now than they did in 2018, but it's got that race rear taillight housing, because the taillights are actually right there in the real car. So it looks like it has the race housing in this crazy looking rear wing, which is all metal. This casting is all metal. These are premiums, metal on metal. And it's got that chrome bottom, which is cool. We don't often see chrome bottoms anymore. 2011, so this casting has been out for quite a while now. So I think that chrome looks great on the exhaust pipes. It's got the vintage like racing wheels on it. It's got, like, to me, that's like the vintage color of them, that like brown color with the chrome lip. This is a great looking casting. It's not for everyone. This definitely probably isn't going to be like a JDM collector's, but to me, it actually looks a little bit of that, how do you say it, the bazooka style, where like you have the big overhangs. Like if this was like a Japanese car, I could believe that. Pretty cool though, not bad for a very first release. So or our very first opening. All right, the second one, the Greenwood Corvette. I like this casting. These are really wild looking cars, and I think they've appreciated more over time. I think people really like them now, at least some of the actual like vintage racing wood, but like look how wide that car is. That is insane. So these appear to be the printer style graphics. As you can see, it does have like the printer lines in it. It's got the little city. It says Mancuso, I believe is how you say it. Chevrolet 76 has got those huge, deep, look at that. Like it almost looks like emoji that's like growling at you. Huge, deep, clear headlights. The pop-ups are gone in place of some fixed lights. It's got the graphic. So where was that? I think there's a Kony graphic on this. So let's compare. This is a good comparison. So the bottom one is pad printed. The top one of the same logo is a graphics, like the printer style graphics. So to me, the bottom one, even though you really can't read either of them, I prefer the bottom one because it just looks sharper. The top one I'm not a big fan of, but overall I really like this car. I mean, like look how wide it is. It looks like something you'd see in a fantasy or like build in a video game, but it actually raced. So also white metal bottom, that is killer. Again, we don't get a ton of white bottoms, and we're getting two at least in this lineup. So that is pretty cool. Very nicely done. Still got some details. Huge side exhaust coming out. Just an excellent casting. Look at that. Those huge rear fenders with a little bit of the metal chassis going through it. So you can see it looks like almost like radiator grills to the side there. But really, really nice casting. They do have a mainline version of this, which I try to pick up all of them because I just think it's such a crazy looking car. But premium, it looks even better. I like these. It has the same vintage style wheels on it. I think they work well for this era of car. And I mean, that will display so well. That's probably one of my favorite ones from this release. So really, I mean, all 10 cars of these are really stellar. So 3 of 5, the 78 Porsche 93578 in a PPG livery. Again, I don't know if this is a real livery or not, but it accentuates the car very well. The blue and white on this look great. It has those huge aero disc wheels, which again fit the car well, just like the vintage wheels on the other ones. Metal spoiler, a gloss black chassis, just really nice looking car. I think these are some of Hot Wheels' better releases in the Silhouette line. Like they just, premium wise, these just hit all the right check boxes. They have good wheels, they have good paint jobs, they have good castings. They're executed well. It's just really, really well done over the whole line. So that Porsche looks great. This has come out a few times since. I think I have a red and yellow Momo version of this as well, and some other ones, but it looks cool in this blue and white, and I like that little 76 logo there. Gives it a little punch of orange color, which is cool. So another really, really good release. All right, the Porsche 930, what everyone is probably waiting for. Let's go ahead and bust this sucker open. Boom, there it is. It's been in the package for what, 5, 6, 7, 8 years almost. It's held up pretty well. So I did an unboxing of the premium, the RLC version of this before I even did this one. And I will link that down in the description as well. The one I did it with it had the moving parts with the figure, and they're going to be releasing that one, only the second release of that this year in 2025 through the RLC. So definitely keep an eye out for that one. But this thing looks pretty good. It's interesting to me. It almost looks like it's been like Plasti dipped, how the matte paint is very thick on it. You can kind of see the gradient, or like, I don't know what you call that, texture of the Zamac underneath, but this thing looks killer. Look at that. It's got just plain white headlights. It's got the little Porsche logo. It's got some hood pins or trunk pins. I don't know what you call it in the front, but that lower body, like you can see all the rivet lines in it, the little canards. I'm probably going to pronounce this Rawwell mark on it. Looks good. It's got the faux rivets in the windows with the little open spot, which is cool. It's got the logo up there on the window, very clean as well. So if you're a fan of Porsches and RWB stuff, I can see why this is commanding so much money, because it does look so good. Nice deep dish wheels on the back. Like, look how deep those are compared to the front. Really, really nice wheels. Look how wide that is in the back. It's just a really wide casting. So even compare it to the Corvette. I mean, it's wider than the Corvette by quite a bit. So really nice casting. Out back, it has the exhaust as part of the body, I believe, or maybe like an inner structure. Pad printed or printer style graphics on the taillights and the big RWB on the back. Again, that's probably the best way they could have done it. I don't know if they could have done pad printed on like such an edge like that. So it might be the only way we could get it. But look at those exhaust pipes sticking out. I mean, that is wild. Just an insane looking car in general. But man, it does look really, really nice in that black. That double tier wing, huge. I mean, sucker is huge. And all these roll well and will display well because they're Hot Wheels premiums. You can't really go wrong. They usually have super good quality. So Nissan Skyline Silhouette, the 5 out of 5. Last one of the first wave. I like this car. I have this in Gran Turismo, 7? Whatever the latest Gran Turismo is. I like this casting. It's a little skinny, but look how big, like, it's not super detailed. I think the back of it is nicely detailed. It's got Nissan Skyline, and then it says, or those are pad printed tampos. You can kind of see the ink bleeding through a little bit. Probably could have been done a little better. You kind of expect a little better quality, but this is even, 7 or 8 years ago. Like, there's a little hiccup right there. Could have been from against the card, is my guess, from getting moved around. But they didn't do a bad job on the rest of it. So all of this is metal. Again, this is a full metal car. It looks really nice. It does. It's got 25 on the side, that 4-valve dual overhead cam RS turbo Skyline. It's got some good details on it. Again, I think they did a really nice job on all the window logos on this line. They just did a good job. So actually, I take that back. Not that they did a good job, but this is plastic, and it goes down to what I think is a plastic right here as well. So there is some plastic on this body for some reason. Maybe the cost was too much because this is a pretty heavy car and there's a lot of metal in the front. So maybe they just couldn't make it a double tier wing, but that's definitely plastic. So the only plastic wing of the whole line is on this Skyline. So maybe that's why people think it's a little bit of a shoddy design. I don't know. What do you think of this one? Are you a fan? Yes, no? Let me know in the comments. I really like the white wheels over red. Red paint, white wheels look great to me. So again, I think this whole line, this whole setup here looks great. I mean, this is going to display so well. I'm excited to have them both open and display them together. So first wave, all done. Stellar, awesome, absolutely killer. Let's go ahead and look at this one. So here is number 1 of 5. This is such a long name. LBER34 Super Silhouette Nissan Skyline, the Liberty Walk Skyline, the R34. This has been a very popular casting, especially if you have the black chase version from the Mountain Drifters. That is approaching, what, $500, $400? I mean, it's just insane if you have that chase. But really cool graphics on this one too. Very reminiscent of the first one, but I think they're actually doing them a little better this time around. We'll flip it over and see all 5, as you can see there. So there is the Silhouette Skyline. That is the first one. The second one is that LB Works McLaren 720S, that Liberty Walk McLaren wide body. That'll be an interesting one to see how the hood tampos on that one, or the trunk tampos, whatever you call the front. I just always call it the hood because it's in the front. Really nice color. I think this is the first version or first release of this casting as well. 3 of 5, the Nissan 300ZX in a very calsonic looking livery, right? This is the Hot Wheels version of where they don't have to pay for the licensing. It just said Nissan on the side, which kind of sucks, but this is a great looking car. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with this in the future. 4 of 5 is the Colette Davis RX7 FC Pandem drift car. So this is the car she drifts with, and I think it's Formula D, right? Or it's like one of the lower, it's like Formula D, but I think it's like Pro, whatever, Pro 2. I don't know. But this looks killer. I love the paint job on this. Excited to open this one. And then finally, we have the RWB Porsche 930 in white, which we will compare against the other one to see how the tampos work. Look now that we're like 8 years later. So let's go ahead and bust these open. Some of these we've unboxed before. Like I think we unboxed the Mountain Drifters, right? The very first one so long ago. It feels like that came out forever ago, but it's only like 2 years ago. So really nice looking car. This is a version, I think they did what? An S15 in this, and then there's also an R34 in this, or R35 in this paint scheme as well. But these are all printer style graphics almost. As you can see, the headlights, they have that rainbow effect. The Nissan on the front bumper, the GTR, the logo, and the grille is not done very well, but those are pad printed tampos there on the front splitter or spoiler, whatever you want to call it. Pretty clean. We go back to the printer style graphics on the hood and then the rest of the car. The LB performance looks good. Again, they excel at window graphics. This does not look super great. I hate these style tampos. I think they cheapen the car. I don't think they look good. You can tell what a lot of the logos are. I can't really read a lot of them. And then they have that stupid orange speckling in them. Like, it should just be yellow. Like, this doesn't have orange speckling in the graphics. You know, like, this doesn't have orange speckling. It should be that same color. So it's disappointing that so many years later we're getting worse graphics from them. But as a release, this looks pretty good. At least from this far away, it looks good. There you can see more of those printer style graphics that really put a damper on the casting, to be honest. But the yellow roll cage looks cool. If people are going to go crazy for this either way. It's got that huge white, like, look at the splitter on the bottom. Man, that's crazy. But people are going to go crazy for this either way because Skyline. But I just wish it had better graphics. So next up, the McLaren. Let's take a look at this bad boy. I don't have a good, I don't know what this is. I'm not hopeful about the tampos on the hood for this. So let's check it out. Not bad. Actually, these are printer style graphics, and they're not bad because they're kind of like, I don't know what you call them, just like fuzzy anyways. So they make the carbon, it actually looks pretty good as carbon fiber. The McLaren logo looks like garbage, but the carbon looks great. Liberty Walk on the window looks pretty good. It's got a little bit of like overspray on it, a little bit of inking. The paint color is really, really nice on this. It's like a metallic, man, it's almost like an aqua or emerald color mixed together. Really clean. The Liberty Walk logo right there looks good. Taillights, not the best. They're printer style, but they're so like, they're up underneath the wing and the rear splitter there, or I don't know what you call that, just like the rear fascia. So you can't really see it, but overall, I think it's a good casting. It's got a flat black chassis. I like the wheel. It has those really deep dish wheels in the back, the regular ones up front, but it's a cool looking casting. It does have a whole clear plastic roof. A lot of other cars, will have a metal roof because we're in the premium line. But this one does have a plastic roof, which some people don't like. I don't really mind it. I'll still try to be going after the black chase version of this because it does look pretty sick. So really nice color on that one. I think that's a step up from the R34 just because it doesn't have so many bad graphics on the side. But let's unbox this 300ZX. This is the first time I'm unboxing this one as well. I like it. I like the Calsonic cars. I just wish it was licensed, but it still looks pretty good with the Nissan. So again, we have printer style graphics. Some cars pull them off better than others. I think this one definitely looks better than the R34. So if there's a better Nissan, I think it's this one. It has, like, those headlight tampos actually look pretty good. Hot Wheels Racing, Nissan, got the 25 on it. Those white wheels. Ooh, look at that. Does have rear taillight tampos. The 300ZX, again, because they're printer style, they don't look that good. The taillights look better than the actual, like, 300ZX does there. It's very fuzzy. But again, that's probably really hard to get a tampo inside of. But this casting is awesome. It's got the little mirrors up top. It's got the vents in the hood and the fenders. This looks great. Exhaust coming out the side. Window net, which we don't get a ton of. License plate. Yeah, that's cool. This is a nice casting. They did a lot of nice work on this one. This is one you got to get in real life to kind of really appreciate all the finer details that you can't catch on camera, especially in the interior. This one would be cool drilled out to see actually what's inside, but this car looks awesome. Really, really big fan of this one. Man, I like that. I really, really like that a lot. Okay. All right, so here it is, Colette Davis's drift car. This is what, the, oh man, third or fourth at least release of this RX-7, the FC casting. But this is the first time we're getting it in such a crazy livery. And this is her livery in real life. houseofpre.com, right? RX-7, that logo looks like absolute trash. The Mazda looks okay, but that, I mean, that RX-7 on the trunk looks, or the hatch looks like garbage. I think that is her, like, autograph signature on the license plate. Can't even tell. Looks so scribbly. Taillights, not great. What sucks is this car has such cool graphics, but it's kind of ruined by the printer style of them all. They're kind of pixelated. Even Hot Wheels' own logo is a little pixelated. So there's just, like, graphic pixelation left all over the car from them doing it on, like, that style of tampo. So turbocharged 3-rotor RX-7 FC. So, I mean, I like it. Again, I just give it bad points for having such horrible tampos. I actually like the style. I like the colors. I like whenever I do a video game. Oh, look at that. That looks sick. The pink roll cage looks good, but I don't know. Those are pad printed tampos, but they don't look good at all. They look like they have like white glue around them or something. So I don't know. This is a cool release. It's a nice collab if you're a fan of hers or drifting in general, or RX-7s or anything like that. Like my brother has one of these. He has an FC that he drifts, so I don't know if he'll be picking up this one, but his is red, so he got him the red version for sure. But I don't know, a release 10 out of 10, graphics like 2 out of 10. So that's gets what, like a 5 out of 10 overall. Display is cool. So all right, let's get to it. The RWB Porsche 930, the very last one in white. Let's check it out. Nice. So it is a glossy white. For some reason, I thought it was a flat white, but it looks to have the same tampos or very close to the same tampos on the front or back. This one does not have that big RWB on the back, but it does look like it has some better tampos on the tail lights. It's got those big deep dish wheels, that 1048 style. I can't even say that. Kamiwaza, Japan. I'm probably butchering that. I'm terrible with any type of foreign words. But it doesn't look bad at all. So let's go ahead and compare the two and see how well the graphics have moved in the past couple years. So up front, I would say the Porsche logo is just a split. They're both too small to see. The hood pin tampos or the pin tampos, I would give to the older one just because these are the printer style. They don't look good. Headlights, I would also give to the older one. I don't like the rainbow and like the outline of the new one. Same thing with the turn signals or bumper lights. I think I like the pad printed style ones better. I think the color on the new one is better, but I don't like the graphics. There's no really like black graphics down in the front because the car is black, so it's kind of like a wash there. The logo on the window seems to be a little larger this time around. And there's some black around the window. I don't know if, I think it's missing from the original one because the car is black. Again, we're losing some of the detail there. On the side, graphics, I think I prefer the original as well, just because this one is not very good. On both sides of this, it's kind of, I don't know, they're not very easy to read. So I would give the original a win there. And the black around the windshield or the windows isn't terrible, but it's not lined up the best on the new one. So more room for error. I think that's a win on the old one as well. And then let's look at the taillights. Taillights, I think the new one wins. I think it has better looking taillights in general, especially side by side. You can see that one has like a little tear in it almost, and then you can see the lines in it, where this one, can't really see any lines in it or anything. Those look like they could be pad printed, which is a win there. And there's no RWB to compare, but both castings look good. If you are a fan of this, either one is good. I do think the black is the clear winner in terms of quality, and then just like tampos and paint and that kind of thing. But I don't think you can really go wrong with either. They're both going to be desirable in the future. But yeah, that first black release is going to be pretty hot. So there it is, both releases of the Hot Wheels Silhouette premium line. Let me know what you think of these in the comments. Which car is overall your favorite? Which wave is your favorite? Do you like the first one better? Do you like the second one better? Let me know in the comments, and then let me know which Porsche 930 you like better, Porsche 930 you like better. Or which car is overall your favorite release of the bunch. I actually think these two, I think this is my favorite out of the second wave, and I think this is probably my favorite of the first wave. They're just really well done. They look great. I don't know. It's really hard to beat them, and there's not really a loser in the whole bunch. Some are better than others, but they're just... every one of them is desirable, even if they don't have the best tampos. This car still looks absolutely killer. So, let me know what you think of these in the comments. I really appreciate you watching this, Sam. 64 Wheels. Like and subscribe as always. I have so much stuff coming up, more throwback, more new stuff, a little mix of both that I'll be posting soon. So hit that subscribe bell so you don't miss anything. Killer unboxings like this, and then I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.